Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very much influenced by this Libra season. So I was thinking about partnerships, relationships, connections, and romance. And as I have done a series about how or what their ideal romantic partner would be like, but I was also reflecting a lot about what kind of partners they could be, potentially be. So I'm going to do these brief readings so we can ask the tarot a bit about this. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I did ask you on my community post to leave recommendations, and of course I'm going to pick one of the first ones that it's for Lino, for Stray Kids Lino. So we're going to start the series with him. So yes, let's see the cards that Lino got. He had the card of Hedonist, Midas, Athlete, and Artist. Also from the tarot, he got the card of the Start and the Six of Cups. And then from the Oracle of Earth Wisdom, he got the card of Prosperity. So let's see. I think that starting with the archetype of the hedonist, um, and it's a bit funny because the other day during a live, we were in the Lululand, we were talking about, you know, idols and what it would be like to meet them like on an everyday basis, and I was like, oh, that for me, I could never get Lino's attention because for me, like Lino sounded like, only on my perception, of course, like a bit of a diva, and not in a sense of dramatic, but also I think that probably he's a bit like hot and cold, that you never know what he's thinking or what he likes or what he doesn't like. And so seeing here the card of hedonist, I think that it's very interesting probably for him, uh, how he would be like a partner initially. He would be someone that he would get really comfortable right away with being in a relationship, in the sense that probably he wouldn't show his insecurities nor like shyness or awkwardness. I think that his attitude would be to really get comfortable around the person that he likes, and probably being a bit flirtatious, like um feeling comfortable around that person, like being able to show his affection, to show himself, to being secure in himself, also about his potential or his ability to seduct, to be seductive with his partner. I think that Lino definitely shows his best side when he is like in a relationship. It seems like he knows what to do and say. So he is, and when I say diva, I definitely see that he is high maintenance. That probably he gets really comfortable right away, and he's like, okay, now that we are in a relationship, like I'm going to look good, but you're going to look good. Like really, like we need to make the most of it and have fun, and really like like yes, I'm comfortable with knowing that I am someone's partner. I think that I wouldn't say that probably Lino has experience with relationships, but it seems that he knows the protocols of being in a relationship. I think that there's a lot of wisdom here. So yeah. Then the other card, it's a card of Midas. So I think that definitely Lino is aware that him in a partnership with someone or in a relationship, he knows he brings luck to this person's life. It seems like he knows his value. that he's someone that he's like, oh, you are so lucky to have me in your life, and honestly, not in a cocky attitude or sounding egotistic or something like that. I think that definitely he loves himself very much. This is what I'm getting. He noticed the power that he has once he enters someone's life, especially if we are thinking about a connection, a relationship. I think that he knows that he has the power to transform someone's life, to make their lives happier, or to make their days brighter. It seems like he's also really good at reading people. So probably it seems like he has the power in the relationship. I don't know why I'm feeling this, but it seems like the reason why he gets so comfortable is because he knows that the other person is like at awe with him. Like you are so mesmerized by him, like he knows the effect that he has on the other person. It's like, okay, I'm attracted to you, you're attracted to me, we like each other, we choose each other, we so I don't feel threatened, I don't feel insecure. I actually feel really comfortable knowing that you want me and I want you. And so he somehow irradiates this attitude of feeling actually very comfortable and happy, and actually very like wow, I deserve this, like I am the protagonist of someone's life here, like in it's really interesting because I honestly do see him having this effect on his partner's life. Then he got the card of the athlete. So yes, another card that shows that he is someone that, because the card of athlete, the archetype, it talks about this very competitive person. This person that will do whatever it takes to be the best, and to show their abilities to the fullest. So I think that for Lino, relationships are something that he knows that he has to save energy for his relationship. I think that he's not lazy at all in relationships. Like he knows he has to do his best, and I think that when I say this, not only like with being there for that person, he also works a lot on himself, even physically. Like he knows that he has, for example, somehow being in love or being in a relationship would make him like to feel a bit more productive physically. I don't know if he had like a busy schedule or something like that. I think that he would also save energy to be in his best condition and in his best mood, and also in his best like appearance, when he is in front or when he is in company of his loved one. I think that he doesn't want his partner to see him like drained or out of energy, or moody, or always complaining about work and stuff. I think he wants to save his energy a bit, whatever he can get, to somehow have like a very healthy level of, okay, like I done my part with my job when it has to do with my profession, but in the intimacy of my relationship with my loved ones or my lover, I want to be in also in the best mood, in the best shape. Probably he will take care a lot of his appearance. Probably you will see that he goes to the gym often, or he takes care a lot of his image. Of course, he does work with his image. So, but I think that somehow being in a relationship or being someone's partner energizes him. I think that for some things, I have the perception that sometimes Lino, it's a bit like, I wouldn't say he's lazy for things, but he's very like selective about where to put his energy into. But once he is in a committed relationship with someone, it seems like it's game on. Like, okay, now I'm going to show you who I am in my fullest potential because I feel motivated because you are my partner, so I want you to see me. Like, I really want to show you what I'm capable of for this relationship. And he gets a bit competitive, probably if he hears about other people, I don't know, stories or conversation about what they do in their dates or in with their own partners. He's like paying attention to details, and be like, oh, you do that? Oh, well, I do better. Like, oh, I do. I have greater gestures for my partner. Like, oh, if you're always complaining about your partner or your relationships with him, he will probably be like, oh no, I'm not like that with my partner. I am the opposite. I try to do my best. I put the effort. He really invests of himself in a relationship, and you can definitely see a change in his energy. So, guys, pay attention. If some of you think that Lino could potentially be dating, because you will see how his whole energy transforms. For example, if he is working, we know that we get to see the part where he performs and everything that has to do with the Stray Kids. But if you start to notice that he puts extra effort on him, and there's something shifting in him, there's something like new in him, is probably because he is interested in someone, or he's trying to be his best. He's probably happier, because love tends to make us happier, especially in the initial stages, where when we are very like we are very um like with our high hopes about seeing that person and stuff, we get really like happy. And then we have the card of artist. So this is another thing. I think that probably for Lino, he also gets a lot of in his feelings. So he could potentially like get very artistic all of a sudden and wanting to write songs and wanting to create things out of nowhere. It doesn't necessarily has to be a song, but he likes to get creative and create something with his own hands and give it to his partner, to be like, oh, with this I try to pour all my heart and soul about how I feel about you, and I want you to have it, I wanted to give it to you. So he gets, and probably thinking that he is an artist in his professional life. I think that probably him being in a relationship or him being in love, it does have like a very strong influence in his development as an artist. He probably gets a bit more um like he gets inspired more often, like suddenly, it seems like he's I don't know, um he Chrome chakra opens, and somehow he's able to see possibilities, and he's able to see um a lot of potential that he didn't see before. Somehow his energy is expands, so, and he's open to seeing things that probably when he is alone or when he is not going through a period of where he doesn't enjoy himself, or he's feeling lonely, or he is, I don't know, he's not lucky in love, for example. He tends to get a bit moody and negative. So probably being in a relationship, he would be like it would help him expand um a lot of things, because him as a person he would expand, because then here we have the star the Star card, and we also have the Six of Cups. So definitely, I think that somehow Lino has been in relationships before, because and probably is this relationship. I don't know if it lasted or not, because we have the Six of Cups. So somehow it means that probably this relationship was when he was younger, or when he or a childhood friend, someone that he grew up with, and someone that he until this day he has like this sort of like memory of, innocence, and how love really feels, and I think that he definitely, there's a part of him that he does believe that we encounter people because they are meant to be, or they are meant to be for us. So he does believe, even though he he sometimes he can make fun of the idea of soulmate, or sometimes he can make comments like, oh, I don't believe in faith, or no, this is nonsense. Actually, he does, very deep inside, he does believe that that person is set on earth for him, like, oh, this is the one. So in this sense, he also, I think that he expects the other person to be this sort of magical being, like he expects this person to make him feel a certain way, to make him feel like like he really, um that life brought them together. He doesn't want a regular someone. He wants someone that can make him feel sparkles, like he wants to feel that adrenaline. I think that he's a very passionate person, but he also, like, he tries to make the relationship fun. And I think that seeing all these cards here, I get this feeling of feeling very energized, like I mentioned in the beginning. So probably, I don't know how he deals with hardships in the relationship, but it seems that the ideal, the himself being in a relationship, he would want to have the most fun, like like really feeling comfortable, like feeling happy, like not being in a bond, or in a like in a relationship that everything is hard and difficult and complex and full of misunderstandings. I think that he's very clear about this. It seems like he wants relationships to make him feel good, to bring out the joy, the passion, the playfulness, not that level of being toxic, or even though, yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, Lino tends to be jealous, or Lino has this. Actually, I think that from what I'm seeing here from the cards, when he really is in a relationship, like a proper relationship, he wants to have fun, and none of these toxic traits of jealousy, possessiveness, I don't see them here. I actually see him like he going in the relationship with a lot of freedom, with a lot of also trusting in himself, being like, okay, like I'm comfortable here, because somehow, like, we cleared all the like the suspiciousness. It seems like he doesn't want relationships to be full of guesses. He doesn't want to have like that uncomfortable stage where you don't know how the other person feels about you. So once he enters a relationship and it's official, he gets really relaxed, and he shows a very bright side of himself. Um, and he's also very generous. He's a very generous lover. He's a very generous, like, because the last card from the oracle, we have the card of prosperity. So yes, Lino, being someone's partner, can bring prosperity to that person's life. And in this case, I mean it that yes, he could potentially, like, be the sort of partner that he pays things for that person. If his partner is having like some financial issues, or is lacking in some ways, he will provide for that person. Like he really will like give everything that he has to this person, so this person doesn't feel like they are not prosperous, so he is a sort of lucky charm for whoever he's dating. I think that definitely he is. And also I want to clarify this here. This reading, the purpose of this reading is to see how they behave in a relationship. Is not to say that he is in a relationship. So please, guys, don't get confused. This series is to see each idol's behavior, or how they act as a romantic partner if they are in a relationship, not to like assume that they are. Okay. So yes, he definitely is. I believe that this has a lot to do with his moon in Sagittarius. I don't know why I constantly think about this, and how he's actually very lighthearted, and he's really fun. He's really fun as a companion, as a partner, and and this is what he wants, when he is really committed, and also that he brings luck to people's life. He brings luck and expansion and fun times. So this is great, guys. So I hope that this made sense. This is my first video about this, and I'm going to be doing the others. I will try to do them as often as I can. So I hope that you really enjoy this series. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.